Thou toldst me thou didst hold him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city in personal suit to make me his lieutenant off cap to him. And by the faith of man, I know my price, I am worth no worse a place. But he evades them, and none suits my mediators. For certes, says he, I have already chose my officer. And what was he, forsooth, a great arithmetician, one Michael Cassio, a Florentine. A fellow that never set a squadron in the field, and of the division of a battle knows more than a spinster. He in good time must his lieutenant be, and I, God bless a mark, his Moor ship's ensign. Now, simply judge yourself whether I in any just term am a fine to love the Moors.
I would not follow him then.
Oh, sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. Heaven is my judge, not I for love and duty, but seeming so, for my peculiar end. For when my outward action doth demonstrate the native act and figure of my heart in complement extern, 'tis not long after, but I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for doors to beckon. I am not what I am.
What a full fortune doth the thick lips owe if he can carry it thus.
Call up her father. Rouse him, make after him, poison his delight. Proclaim him in the street, incense her kinsman, and though he in a fertile climate dwell, plague him with flies.
Here is our father's house. I'll call aloud.
With like timorous accent and die yell, as when by night and negligence the fire is spied in populous city.
What? How? Provencio! Sino Provencio!
Thieves! Thieves! Look to your house, your daughter and your bags! Thieves!
What is the meaning of this terrible summons? What is the matter there, huh? Signor, is all your family within?
Are all your doors locked?
Why? Wherefore ask you this?
Soon, sir. You were robbed. For shame. Put on your gown. Your heart is burst. You have lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black ram is tapping your white hue. Arise, awake the snorting citizens with the bell, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. Arise, I say!
What, have you lost your wits?
Most Reverend Signor, do you know my voice?
Not I. What are you?
My name is Roderigo.
Worse, welcome.
Sir.
I have told thee not to haunt above my doors. In honest plainness thou hast heard me say, my daughter is not for thee.
Patience, good sir.
Soon, sir, you are one of those that will not serve God if the devil bid you. Because we come to do you service, you think we are ruffians. You have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse. You have your nephews neigh to you.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one, sir, that come to tell you that your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with 2 backs.
Thou art a villain.
You're a senator.
If thou shalt answer, I know thee, Roderigo.
Sir, I will answer anything. But I beseech you, if it be your pleasure and most wise consent, as partly I find it is, that your fair daughter, at this odd even and dull watch of the night, transported with no worse nor better guard, but with a knave of common hire, a gondolier, to the gross clasps of a lascivious Moor. If this be known to you and your allowance, we then have done you bold and saucy wrongs. But if you know not this, my manners tell me we have your wrong rebuke. Straight satisfy yourself. If she be in her chamber or your house, let loose on me the justice of the state for thus deluding you.
Strike on the tinder. Give me a taper. Call up all my people. Light, I say, light!
Farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet in a host unto my place to be produced, as if I stay I shall against the Moor. For I do know the state. However this may gall him with some check, cannot with safety cast him, for he's embarked with such loud reason to the Cyprus wars, that for the souls another of his fathom they have not to lead their business. In which regard, though I do hate him as I do hell's pains, yet for necessity of present life I must show out a flag and sign of love, which is indeed but sign. That you shall surely find him, lead to the sanctuary, the raised search there, but I be with him, so bye-bye.
It is too true an evil. Gone she is. And what's to come of my despised time is not but bitterness. Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Don't call my brother. Oh, that you had had her. Some one way, some another. Do you know where we may apprehend her and the Moor?
I think I can discover them. If you please to get good guard and go along with me.
Well, I pray you lead on. At every house I'll call. I may command at most. Get weapons, though, and raise some special officers of the night. On, good Roderigo. I'll deserve your pains.
Though in the trade of war I have slain men, yet do I hold it very stuff of the conscience to do no contrived murder. I lack iniquity sometimes to do me service. 9 or 10 times I had thought to have yerked him here under the ribs.
'Tis better as it is.
Nay, but he prated, and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your honor, that with the little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. But I pray, sir, are you fast married? To be sure of this, the Magnifico is much beloved, and hath in his effect a voice potential as double as the Duke's. He will divorce you, or put upon you what restraint and grievance that law, with all his might to enforce it on, will give him cable.
Let him do his spite. My services which I have done the signory shall out-tongue his complaints. 'Tis yet to know, which when I know that boasting is an honor I shall promulgate, I fetch my life and being from men of royal siege. And my demerits may speak unbonneted to as proud a fortune as this that I have reached. For no, Iago, but that I love thee, gentle Desdemona, I would not my unhoused free condition put into circumscription and confine for the seized words. But look, what light's coming on.
These are the racy father and his friends. You were best go in.
Not I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it they?
Jonas, I think no.
The servants of the Duke and my lieutenant. The goodness of the night upon you, friends. What is the news?
The Duke does greet you, General, and he requires your post-haste appearance, even on the instant.
What is the matter, think?
Something from Cyprus. As I may divine, it is a business of some heat. The galleys have sent a dozen sequent messengers this very night at one another's heels, and many of the consuls raised and met at the Duke's already. You have been hotly called for when being not at your lodging to be found. The Senate sent about 3 several quests to search you out.
Well, I'm found by you. I will but spend a word here in the house and go with you.
Emerson, what makes he here?
Faith tonight hath boarded a land carrier. If it prove lawful prize, he's made forever.
I do not understand.
He's married.
To whom?
I married him. Come, Captain, will you go?
Would you?
Here comes another troop to seek for you.
It is Brabantio, General, be advised. He comes to bad intent.
Pull up! Stand up!
Signor!
Down with him! Thief!
You, Roderigo, answer for
Keep
you!
up your bright swords, for the dew will rust them. Good signor, you shall more command with years than with your weapon.
Oh, thou foul thief! Where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her. For I'll refer me to all things of sense, whether a maid so tender, fair, and happy could ever have to incur a general mock, run from her guardage to the sooty bosom of such a thing as thou, to fear, not to delight. I therefore apprehend and do attach thee for an abuser of the world, a practicer of arts inhibited and out of warrant. Lay hold on him.
Out! Hold your hands, both you of my inclining and the rest. Were it my cue to fight, I should have known it without a prompter. Where will you that I go to answer this your charge?
To prison. Till fit time of law and direct session call thee to answer.
How may the Duke be therewith satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side upon some present business of the state to bring me to him?
'Tis true, most worthy senior, the Duke's in council, and your noble self, I'm sure, is sent for.
How? The Duke in council in this time of the night? Lead him away! Mine's not an idle cause. The Duke himself or any of my brothers of the state cannot but feel this wrong as 'twere their own. For if such action shall have passage free, bond slaves and pagans shall our statesmen be.
Valiant Othello, we must straight employ you against the general enemy, Ottoman. Oh, I did not see you welcome, gentle senior. We lacked your counsel and your help tonight.
So did I yours. Good your grace, pardon me. Neither my place nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed, nor doth the general care take any hold on me. For my particular grief is of so floodgate and o'erbearing nature, that it ingluts and swallows other sorrows, and it is still itself.
Why, what's the matter?
My daughter. Oh, my daughter.
Dead?
Aye, to me. She is abused, stolen from me, and corrupted by spells and medicines bought of mountebanks. For nature so preposterously to her, being not deficient, blind, nor lame of sense, sans witchcraft could not.
Whoe'er he be that in this foul proceeding hath thus beguiled your daughter of herself, and you of her, the bloody book of law you shall yourself read in the bitter letter after its own sense, though our proper son stood in your action.
Humbly I thank your grace. Here is the man, this Moor, whom now it seems your special mandate for the state affairs hath hither brought.
We are very sorry for it. What, in your own part, can you say to this?
Nothing but it is so.
Most potent, grave, and reverend seniors, my very noble and approved good masters, that I have ta'en away this old man's daughter, it is most true. True, I have married her. The very head and front of my offending hath this extent, no more. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with the soft phrase of peace. For since these arms of mine had 7 years' pith till now, some 9 moons wasted, they have used their dearest action in the tented field. And little of this great world can I speak more than pertains to feats of broil and battle. And therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. Yet by your gracious patience I will a round unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What drugs, what charms, what conjurations, or what mighty magic for such proceedings am I charged withal? I won his daughter.
A maiden never bold, of spirit so still and quiet that her motion blushed at itself, and she, in spite of nature, of years, of country, credit, everything, to fall in love with what she feared to look on. Is a judgment maimed and most imperfect that will confess perfection so good against all rules of nature. I therefore vouch again, that with some mixture powerful of the blood, or with some dram conjured to that effect, he wrought upon her.
To vouch this is no proof without more certain and more overt test. These are thin habits and poor likelihoods of modern seeming you prefer against him.
But Othello, speak. Did you by indirect and forced courses subdue and poison this young maid's affections? Or came it by request? And such fair question as soul to soul afforded.
I do beseech you, send for the lady to the sagittary and let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul in her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Ensign, conduct them, you best know the place. And till she come, As truly as to heaven I do confess the vices of my blood, so justly to your grave ears I'll present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine.
Say it, Othello.
Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life, from year to year, the battles, sieges, fortunes that I have passed. I ran it through, even from my boyish days to the very moment that he bade me tell it, wherein I spake of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents by flood and field, of hairbreadth scapes in the imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold to slavery, of my redemption thence, and portents in my travels history, wherein of antres vast and deserts idle, rough quarries, rocks, and hills whose heads touch heaven, it was my hint to speak, such was the process, and of the cannibals that each other eat, the anthropophagi, and men whose heads do grow beneath their shoulders. This to hear would Desdemona seriously incline, but still the house affairs would draw her thence. Whichever as she could, with haste dispatch, she'd come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I observing took once a pliant hour, and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest heart, that I would all my pilgrimage dilate, whereof by parcels she had something heard, but not intentively. I did consent, and often did beguile her of her tears, when I did tell of some distressful stroke that my youth suffered. My story being done, she gave me for my pains a world of sighs. She swore in faith 'twas strange, 'twas passing strange, 'twas pitiful, 'twas wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, yet she wished heaven had made her such a man. She thanked me and bade me, if I had a friend that loved her, I should but teach him how to tell my story, and that would woo her. Upon this hint I spake. She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them. This only is the witchcraft I have used. Here comes the lady, let her witness it.
I think this tale would win my daughter, too. Good Brabantio, take up this mangled matter at the best. Men do their broken weapons rather use than their bare hands.
I pray you hear her speak. If she confessed that she was half the wooer, destruction light on me, if my bad blame light on the man. Come hither, gentle mistress. Do you perceive in all this noble company where most you owe obedience?
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the lord of duty. I am hitherto your daughter. But here's my husband. And so much duty as my mother showed to you, preferring you before her father, so much I challenge that I may profess due to the Moor, my lord.
God be with you. I had done none to the affairs of state. I had rather to adopt a child than get it. Moor, I here do give thee that with all my heart, which but thou hast already. With all my heart I would keep from thee. For thy sake, Jewel, I am glad at soul I have no other child. For thy escape would teach me tyranny to hang clogs on them. I have done, my lord. Beseech you, unto the affairs of state.
The Turk with most mighty preparation makes for Cyprus. Othello, the fortitude of the place is best known to you. And though we have there a substitute of most allowed sufficiency, Yet opinion, a sovereign mistress of effects, throws a more safer voice on you. You must therefore be content to slobber the gloss of your new fortunes with this more stubborn and boisterous expedition.
The tyrant custom, most grave senators, hath made the flinty and steel couch of war my thrice-driven bed of down. I do acknowledge the natural and prompt alacrity I find in hardness, and to undertake these present wars against the Ottomites. Most humbly, therefore, bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife, due reverence of place and exhibition, and such accommodation and resort as levels with her breeding.
If you please, be it at her father.
I not have it so.
Nor I. I would not there reside to put my father in impatient thoughts by being in his eye. Most gracious Duke, to my unfolding lend a prosperous ear, and let me find a charter in your voice to assist my simpleness.
What would you? Speak.
That I did love the Moor to live with him. My downright violence and storm of fortunes made trumpets to the world. My heart subdued even to the utmost pleasure of my lord. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honors and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind a moth of peace, and he go to the war, the rights for why I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support by his dear absence. Let me go with him.
I do beseech you, let her have your voice. Vouch with me, heaven, I therefore beg it, not to please the palate of my appetite, but to be free and bounteous of her mind. And heaven defend your good souls, that you think I will your serious and great business scant, for she is with me.
Be it as you shall privately determine, either for stay or going. The affair cries haste, and speed must answer it.
You must hence tonight.
Tonight, my lord.
This night,
With all my heart.
at 10 in the morning, here we'll meet again. Othello, leave some officer behind, and he shall our commission bring to you with such things else of courtesy and respect as doth concern.
So please your grace, my ensign, a man he is of honesty and trust. To his conveyance I assign my wife, with what else needful your good grace shall think to be sent after me.
Let it be so. Good night to everyone. And noble senior, if virtue no delighted beauty lack, your son-in-law is far more fair than black.
Adieu, brave Moor. Use Desdemona well.
Look to her, Moor. Have a quick eye to see. She has deceived her father, and may thee.
My life upon her faith. Honest Iago, my Desdemona must I leave to thee. I pray thee, let thy wife attend on her, and bring them after in the best advantage. Come, my Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, of worldly matters and direction to spend with thee. We must obey the time.
Iago. What sayest thou, noble heart?
What shall I do, thinkst thou?
Why, go to bed and sleep.
I will incontinently drown myself.
But if thou dost, I shall never love thee after it. Why, thou silly gentleman?
What shall I do? I confess it is my shame to be so fond, but it is not in my virtue to amend it.
Virtue, fig. 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are gardens to the which our wills are gardeners. If the balance of our lives had not one scale of reason to poise another of sensuality, why, the blood and baseness of our natures would conduct us to most preposterous conclusions. But we have reason to cool our raging motions, our carnal stings, our unfitted lusts. Whereof I take this that you call love to be a sect or scion.
It cannot be.
It is merely a lust of the blood, and a permission of the will. Come, be a man, drown thyself, drown cats, and blind puppies. I profess me thy friend, and I confess me knit to thy deserving with cables of perdurable toughness. I could never better stead thee than now. Put money in thy purse. Follow these wars. Defeat thy favor with a usurped beard. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love unto the Moor. She must change for youth. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her choice. She must have change. She must. Therefore, put money in thy purse. If thou wilt needs damn thyself, do it a more delicate way than drowning. Make all the money thou canst. If sanctimony and a frail vow, betwixt an erring barbarian and a super subtle Venetian, but not too hard for my wits and all the tribe of hell, thou shalt enjoy her. Go, make money. A pox of drowning thyself is clean out of the way. Seek thou rather to be hanged, encompassing thy joy, than to be drowned and go without her.
Wilt thou be fast to my hopes if I depend on the issue?
Thou art sure of me. Go, make money. I have told thee often, and I tell thee again and again, I hate the Moor. My cause is hearted, thine hath no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against him. If thou canst cuckold him, thou doest thyself a pleasure, and me a sport. There are many events in the womb of time which will be delivered. Travers, go. Provide thy money. We'll have more of this tomorrow. Adieu.
Where shall we meet in the morning?
At my lodging.
I'll be with thee betimes.
Go to, farewell. Do you hear, Roderigo?
What sayest thou?
No more of drowning, do you hear?
I'm changed. I'll go sell all my land.
Go to, farewell. Put money enough in your purse. Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. For I mine own gain knowledge should profane if I would time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hated them more, and it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets he's done my office. I know not if it be true, yet I for mere suspicion in that kind will do as if for surety. He holds me well, the better shall my purpose work on him. Cassio is a proper man. Let me see now to get his place and to plume up my will, a double knavery. How? Let me see. After some time, to abuse Othello's ear that he is too familiar with his wife. He hath a person and a smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. The Moor is of a free and open nature that thinks men honest that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I have it. It is engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
Methinks the wind does speak aloud at land. A fuller blast ne'er shook our battles. If it hath ruffianed so upon the sea, what ribs of oak when the huge mountain melts can hold the mortise? What shall we hear of this?
Segregation of the Turkish fleet. For do but stand upon the foaming shore, the chiding billows seem to pelt the clouds. The wind-shaped surge with high and monstrous main seems to pour water on the burning bear and quench the guards of the ever-fixed pole. For I never did like molestation view on the enchafed flood.
If the Turkish fleet be not sheltered and embayed, they are drowned. It is impossible they bear it out.
A ship is here, Padin! A Veronese! Michael Cassio, lieutenant to the warlike Moor Othello, has come ashore. The Moor himself at sea, and is in full commission here for Cyprus.
I'm glad on't. 'Tis a worthy governor, but I have served him, and the man commands like a full soldier.
Thanks you, the valiant of his warlike isle, so approves the Moor.
And let the heavens give him defense against their elements, for I've lost him on a dangerous sea. Is he well shipped? His bargain is stoutly timbered, and his pilot very expert in approved allowance.
Therefore, my hopes, not surfeited to death, stand in bold cure. Hello, what noise?
The town is empty. On the brow of the sea stand ranks of people, and they cry assail.
My hopes do shape him for the governor.
They do this guard with little courtesy. Our friend, at least.
I pray you, friend, go forth and give us truth who 'tis that is arrived.
I shall.
Well, Lieutenant, is your general married?
Most fortunately, he hath achieved a maid that paragons description and wild fame. One that excels the quirks of blazoning pens, and in the essential vesture of creation does bear all excellency. Oh, no, who's put in?
It's one Iago, ensign to the general.
He has had most favorable and happy speed. Tempests themselves, high seas and howling winds, the guttered rocks and congregated sands, traitors and steep to clog the guiltless keel. As having sense of beauty, to omit their mortal natures, letting go safely by the divine Desdemona.
What is she?
She that I speak of, our great captain's captain, left in the conduct of the bold Iago, whose footing here anticipates our thoughts a senight's speed. Great Jove, Othello, guard, and swell his sail with thine own powerful breath, that he may bless this bay with his tall ship, and swiftly come to Desdemona's arms. Give renewed fire to our extincted spirits, and bring all Cyprus comfort. Oh, behold, the riches of the ship is come on shore. You men of Cyprus, that I have your knees. Hail to thee, lady, and the grace of heaven before, behind thee, and on every hand, and wheel thee round.
I thank thee, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He is not yet arrived, nor know I aught, but that he's well, and will be shortly here.
But I fear how lost you company.
The great contention of the sea and skies parted our fellowship. Hark, sail.
They bring their greeting to the citadel. This likewise is a friend.
See for the news. Good ensign, you're welcome. Welcome, mistress. Well, I did not gall your patience, good Iago, that I extend my manners. 'Tis my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Would she give you so much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows on me, you'd have enough.
You have little cause to say so.
Come on, your pictures out of doors, birds in your parlours, wild cats in your kitchens, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your husbandry and husbands in your bed.
Fie upon thee, slanderer.
It is true, unless I'm a Turk. You rise to play, go to bed to work.
Do not learn of him, Emilia, though he be thy husband. How say you, Cassio? Is he not a most profane and liberal counsellor?
He speaks home, madam. You may relish him more in the soldier than in the scholar.
Why, Cassio?
He takes her by the palm. Aye, well said, Whisper. But as little a web as this will I ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. Aye, smile upon her too, I will catch you in your own courtesies. You say true, 'tis so indeed. If such tricks as these strip you out of your lieutenantry, it were better you were not kissed your 3 fingers so oft. Which now again you are most apt to play the sir in. Ooh, very good, well kissed. An excellent courtesy, 'tis so indeed. Hit again your fingers to your lips. Whether we're crest up pipes for your sake. Amor! I know his trumpet.
'Tis truly so. Lo, where he comes.
Oh, my fair warrior.
Oh, my dear Othello.
It gives me wonder. Great is my content to see you here before me. Oh, my soul's joy. If after every tempest comes such calms, may the winds blow till they awaken death, and let the laboring bark climb hills of seas Olympus high and duck again as low as hell's from heaven. If it were now to die, 'twere now to be most happy, for I fear my soul hath a content so absolute that not another comfort like to this succeeds in unknown fate.
The heavens forbid but that our loves and comforts should increase, even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers. I cannot speak enough of this content. It stops me here. It is too much of joy. And this. And this. The greatest discords be that e'er our hearts shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now, but I'll set down the pegs that make this music as honest as I am.
News, friends, our wars are done, the Turks are drowned. How does my old acquaintance of this isle, eh? Honey, you shall be well desired in Cyprus. I found great love amongst the... Oh, my sweet, I prattle out of fashion as I dote in mine own compass. I prithee, good Iago, go to the bay and disembark my coffers. Bring thou the master to the citadel. He is a good one, and his worthiness does chance much respect. Come, my Desdemona, once more, well met at Cyprus.
Thou, meet me presently at the harbor. Come hither. Roderigo. The Lieutenant Cassio tonight watches on the court of guard. First, I must tell thee this. Desdemona is directly in love with him.
With him? But 'tis not possible.
The knave is young, handsome, and hath all those requisites in him that folly and green minds look after. A pestilent, complete knave, and the woman hath found him already.
I cannot believe that in her. She's full of most blessed condition.
Blessed figs end. The wine she drinks is made of grapes. If she'd been blessed, she would never have loved them more. Blessed pudding. Didst thou not see her paddle with the palm of his hand? Didst not mark that?
Aye, that I did. But that was but courtesy.
Lechery by this hand. An index and obscure prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts. They met so near with their lips that their breaths embraced together. But let us thoughts, Roderigo. When these mutualities so marshal the way, hard at hand comes the master and main exercise, the incorporate conclusion. But, sir, be you ruled by me. I have brought you from Venice. Watch you tonight. For your command, I lay it upon you. Cassio knows you, know. I'll not be far from you. Find you some occasion to anger Cassio, either by speaking too loud or tainting his discipline, or from whatever cause you may please, which the time shall more favorably minister.
Well?
Sir, he is rash, very sudden in choler, and haply with this truncheon may strike at you. Provoke him that he may. But even out of that will I cause these of Cyprus to mutiny, whose qualification shall come into no true trust again but by the displanting of Cassio. So shall you have a shorter journey to your desires by the means I shall then have to prefer them, and the impediment most profitably removed. Without the which there were no expectations of our prosperity.
I will do this, if I can bring it to any opportunity.
Opportunity. Meet me by and by at the citadel, and I must fetch his necessaries ashore.
Adieu.
Adieu. That Cassio loves her, I do well believe it. That she loves him, 'tis apt, and of great credit. The more, howbeit, that I endure him not, is of a constant, loving, noble nature. And I dare think to Desdemona will prove a most dear husband. Now I do love her too. Not out of absolute lust, though peradventure I stand accountant for as great a sin, but partly led to diet my revenge, for that I do suspect the lustful Moor hath leapt into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my innards, and nothing can nor shall content my soul till I am even with him wife for wife. or failing so yet, that I put the Moor at least into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure. Which thing to do, if this poor trash from Venice, whom I trail for his quick hunting, stand the putting on, I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip, abuse him to the Moor in the rank garb, for I fear Cassio with my nightcap too. Make the Moor love me, thank me, and reward me for making him egregiously an ass, and practicing upon his peace and quiet, even to madness. 'Tis here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
Good Michael. Look you to the guard tonight. Let's teach ourselves that honorable stop not to outsport discretion.
Iago hath direction what to do. If I'm notwithstanding, with my personal eye will I look to it.
Iago is most honest. Michael, good night. Tomorrow, with your earliest, let me have speech with you. Come, my dear love. The purchase made, the fruits are to ensue. That profit's yet to come, twixt me and you.
Iago! We must to the watch.
Not this hour, Lieutenant. 'Tis not yet 10 o'clock.
Our general casteth thus, sir, for the love of his Desdemona. Who let us not therefore blame. He hath not yet made wanton the night with her, and she is sport for Jove.
She is a most exquisite lady.
And I warrant her full of game.
Indeed, she is a most fresh and delicate creature.
What an eye she has. Methinks she sounds a parley too provocation.
An inviting eye, and yet methinks right modest.
And when she speaks, 'tis an alarm to love.
It is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Lieutenant. I have a stoup of wine. And here without her a brace of Cyprus gallants that would fain have a measure to the health of the black Othello.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking. I could well wish courtesy would invent some other custom of entertainment.
Oh, but they are our friends. But one cup. I drink.
I have drunk but one cup tonight, and that was craftily qualified, too. And behold, what innovation it makes here. I am unfortunate in this infirmity. I dare not task my weakness with any more.
Want man, 'tis a night of revels. The gallants desire it.
Where are they?
But here, at the door. I pray you, call them in.
I'll do it. But it dislikes me.
If I can fasten but one cup upon him, with that which he hath drunk tonight already, he'll be as full of quarrel and offence as my young mistress dog. Now, my sick fool Roderigo, whom love hath turned almost the wrong side outward, to Desdemona tonight hath caroused potations pottle deep, and he's to watch. 3 lads of Cyprus have I tonight flustered with flowing cups, and they watch too. Now, amongst this flock of drunkards am I to put our Cassio to some action that may offend the eye. But here they come. If consequence do but approve my dream, my boat sails freely with both wind and stream.
Oh, for God, they've given me a rouse already.
Good faith, a little one not past the pride desire a soul.
And let me the cannikin cling. And let me the cannikin cling. Our soldiers are man, our lives but a span. Why then let our soldier drink? Why then let a soldier drink? A soldier's a man, Our lives but a span. Why then let a soldier dream? Why then let a soldier dream? Oh God, an excellent song. I learnt it in England, where indeed they are most potent in pottage. You're Dane, you're German, you're swag-bellied Holland to drink hole. And nothing to your English.
Who's your Englishman so expert in his drink?
Why, he drinks it with facility at Dane drunk. He sweats not to overthrow your army. He gives you Hollander a vomit. And the next bottle to be filled.
It's for the health of our general.
And for you, Lieutenant, and I will do you justice. Oh, sweet England. King Stephen was a worthy peer. His breeches cost him but a crown. He held them sixpence all too dear. With that he held the tailor down. He was a white of high renown. And our cost of loading free. By that roll the country down. Think I hope so God.
This is a more exquisite song than the other.
Will you hear it again?
No. For I hold him unworthy of his place that does those things. Well, God's above all, and there be souls that must be saved, and there be souls must not be saved.
That is true, good Lieutenant.
As for mine own part, no offense to the general, nor any man of quality. I hope to be saved.
And so do I, Lieutenant.
Aye, but not before me. The lieutenant is to be saved before the ensign. No, let's have no more of this. Let's do our affairs. God forgive us our sins. Gentlemen, let's look to our business. Do not think, gentlemen, that I am drunk. This is my ensign. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. I'm not drunk now. I can walk well enough. Aye, and speak well enough.
Excellent, well.
Yeah, very well, then. You must not think that I am drunk.
The platform masters, come, let's set the watch. You see this fellow that has gone before? He's a soldier fit to stand by Caesar and give direction. And do but see his vice. 'Tis pity of him. I fear the trust Othello put him in on some odd time of his infirmity will shake this island.
But is he often thus?
And 'tis evermore the prologue to his sleep.
Too well the general were put in mind of it. Perhaps he sees it not. For his good nature prizes the virtue that appears in Cassio and looks not on his evils. Is not this so?
And now, Roderigo, after the lieutenant go.
It is a great pity that the noble Moor should hazard such a place as his own second, with one of an ingraft infirmity. It were an honest action to say so to the Moor.
Not I for this fair island. I do love Cassio well and would do much to cure him of this evil.
What ho, what not?
You rogue, you rascal!
What's the matter, Lieutenant?
I lay, teach me right duty, but I'll beat the knave into a wicker bottle. Beat me! Just I'll break road.
Peter, hold your hand.
Let me go, sir, I'll knock you off a message.
Come, you're drunk.
Drunk!
I say, cry mutiny.
Diablo, the town will rise! Well, Lieutenant, you will be shamed forever!
What is the matter here?
Soon I bleed, I'm hurt to danger.
Halt for your life! Lieutenant, sir, Marcello, gentlemen!
Have you forgot all sense of place and duty? Hold the general's speech!
Aye, ho! From whence arises this? Are we turned Turks, and to ourselves do that which heaven hath forbid the Ottomans? For Christians shame put by this barbarous brawl, he that stirs next to carve for his own rage holds his soul light. He dies upon his motion. Silence that dreadful bell! Strikes the isle from her propriety. What is the matter, masters? Honest Iago, that looks dead with grieving. Speak, who began this? On thy love I charge thee.
Partially affined or leagued in office, thou dost deliver more or less than truth. Thou art no soldier.
Touch me not so near. I'd rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offense to Michael Cassio. Yet I persuade myself to speak the truth shall nothing wrong him. Thus it is, General, Montano and myself being his speech. There comes a fellow crying out for help, and Cassio following him with determined sword to execute upon him. So this gentleman steps into Cassio and entreats his pause. Myself, the crying fellow, did pursue, lest by his clamour, as it so fell out, the tower might fall in fright. He swift of foot outran my purpose, and I returned the rather, for that I heard the clink and fall of sword, and Cassio high in oath, which till tonight I ne'er might say before. When I came back, for this was brief, I found them close together, at blow and thrust, even as again they were when you yourself did part them. For more of this matter can I not report, but men are men. The best sometimes forget. Though Cassio did some little wrong to him, as men in rage strike those who wish them best, yet surely Cassio, I believe, received from him that fled some strange indignity which patience could not pass.
I know, Iago. Thy honesty and love doth mince this matter, making it light to Cassio. Cassio. I love thee, but never more be officer of mine. Look, if my gentle love be not raised up, I'll make thee an example.
What's the matter?
All's well now, sweeting. Come away to bed. Sir, for your hurts, myself will be your surgeon. Lead him on. Now go. Look with care about the town and silence those whom this vile brawl distracted. Come, my Desdemona. 'Tis the soldier's life to have their balmy slumbers waked with strife.
What, are you hurt, Lieutenant?
Aye, past all surgery.
Marry, heaven forbid.
Reputation. Reputation. Reputation! I have lost my reputation! I have lost the immortal part, sir, of myself. And what remains is bestial. My reputation. Iago, my reputation.
Yes, I am an honest man. I thought you'd receive some bodily wound. There is more offense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and most false disposition, oft got without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all unless you repute yourself such a loser. What, man, there are ways to recover the general again. You are now but cast in his mood, a punishment more in policy than in malice. Sue to him again, and he's yours.
I will rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander with so slight, so drunken, so indiscreet an officer. Run can speak parrot, and squabble, swagger, swear, and discourse fustian with one's own shadow. O thou invisible spirit of wine, if thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil.
What was he that you followed with your sword? What had he done to you?
I know not.
Oh, it's possible.
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. Oh God, that men should put an enemy in their mouths to steal away their brains, that we should with joy, revel, pleasure, and applause transform ourselves into beasts.
Come, come. Good wine is a good familiar creature, if it be well used. And good lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
I have well approved it, sir. I drank.
You or any man living may be drunk at some time. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. Confess yourself freely to her. Importune her. She'll help to put you in your place again. This broken joint between you and her husband, entreat her to splinter, and my fortunes against any lay worth naming. This crack in your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
You advise me well.
I protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely. And betimes in the morning will I beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me here.
You are in the right. Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Night. Honest Iago.
How now, Roderigo?
I do follow here in the chase, not like a hand that hunts, but one that fills up the cry. My money is almost spent. I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled, and I think the issue will be I shall have so much experience for my pains, and so with a little more wit and no money at all, return again to Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Thou knowest we work by wit and not by witchcraft, and wit depends on dilatory time. Does it not go well? Cassio hath beaten thee, but thou by that small hurt hath cashiered Cassio. Though other things grow fair against the sun, yet fruits that blossom first will first be ripe. Content thyself a while. By the mass, 'tis morning. Pleasure and action makes the hours seem short. Retire thee. Go where thou art billeted. Away, I say, thou shalt hear more hereafter. Nay, get thee gone. Two things are to be done. My wife must move for Cassio to her mistress. I set her on it. Myself the while to draw the Moor apart and bring him yump, when he may Cassio find soliciting his wife. Aye, that's the way. Thou not devise by coldness and delay.
Masters? Play here. I will content your pains, something that's brief, and bid good morrow, General. Sirrah, if the gentlewoman that attends the General's wife be stirring, tell her there is one Cassio entreats her a small favour of speech. Wilt thou do this?
I shall do it.
And happy time, Iago.
You have not been abed, then?
I know. The day had broke before we parted. I had made bold with Iago to send in to your wife. My suit to her is that she will, to virtuous Desdemona, procure me some access.
I send it to you presently. And I devise a mean to draw the Moor out of the way, so that your converse and business may be more free.
I humbly thank you for it. I never knew a Florentine more kind and honest.
Lo, the happiness.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I am sorry for your displeasure, but all will sure go well. The general and his wife are talking of it, and she speaks for you stoutly. The Moor replies that he you hurt is of great fame in Cyprus and great affinity, and that in wholesome wisdom he might not but refuse you. Oh, but he protests he loves you and needs no other suitor but his likings to take the safest occasion by the front to bring you in again.
Yet I beseech you, if you think it fit, or that it may be done, give me advantage of some brief discourse with Desdemona alone.
I pray you, come in. I will bestow you where you shall have time to speak your bosom freely.
I am much bound to you.
These letters give Iago to the pilot, and by him do my duties to the Senate. That done, I will be walking on the works. Repair that to me.
Well, my good lord, I'll do it.
This fortification, gentlemen, come, shall we see it?
We wait upon your lordship.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities in thy behalf.
Oh, good madam, do. I know it grieves my husband as if the case were his.
Oh, that's an honest fellow. Do not doubt, Cassio. I will have my lord and you again as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he's never anything but your true servant.
Oh, sir, I thank you. You do love my lord. You have known him long. And be you well assured, he shall in strangeness stand no further off than in a politic distance.
Aye, but lady, that policy may either last so long, or feed upon such nice and waterish diet, or breed itself so out of circumstance, that I being absent, my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service.
Do not doubt that. Before Emilia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, if I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Madam, here comes my lord.
Why, stay and hear me speak.
Madam, not now. I'm very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purpose.
Well, do your discretion.
Ah, I like not that.
What dost thou say?
Nothing, my lord, or if I know not what.
Was that not Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio, my lord? No, sure, I cannot think it, that he would sneak away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
How now, my lord? I have been talking with a suitor here, a man that languishes in your displeasure.
Who is to me?
Why, your Lieutenant Cassio. Good, my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. I prithee call him back.
Went he hence now?
Aye, sooth, so humbled he hath left part of his grief with me. I suffer with him. Good love, call him back.
Not now, sweet Desdemona, some other time.
Well, shall be shortly.
The sooner sweet for you.
Or shall be tonight at supper?
No, not tonight.
Tomorrow dinner, then.
I shall not dine at home. I meet the captains at the Citadel.
Why, then tomorrow night, or Tuesday morn, or Tuesday noon, or night, or Wednesday morn. I prithee name the time, but let it not exceed 3 days. When shall he come? Tell me, Othello. I wonder in my soul what you would ask of me that I should deny or stand so mammering on. What, Michael Cassio, that came a-wooing with you, and many a time when I have spoke of you dispraisingly hath ta'en your part, to have so much to do to bring him in by our lady I could do much.
Oh, prithee, no more. Let him come when he will. I will deny thee nothing.
Why, this is not a boon. 'Tis that I should entreat you wear your gloves, or feed on nourishing dishes, or keep you warm, or sue to you to do a peculiar profit to your own person. Nay, when I have a suit wherein I mean to touch your love indeed, it shall be full of poise and difficult weight, and fearful to be granted.
I will deny thee nothing, whereon I do beseech you grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself.
Well, shall I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord.
Farewell, my Desdemona. I will come to thee straight.
Emilia, come. For be as your fancies teach you. Whate'er you be, I am obedient.
Excellent wretch. Perdition catch my soul. But I do love thee. When I love thee not, chaos is come again.
Aye, noble lord.
What dost thou say, Iago?
Did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for the satisfaction of my thoughts, no further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think he had been acquainted with her.
Oh, yes. And went between us very oft.
Indeed.
Indeed. Aye, indeed. Discernst thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord?
Honest, aye, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord?
Think, my lord? By heaven, he echoes me as if there was some monster in his thought too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel in my whole course of wooing, thou criedst, indeed. And didst contract and purse thy brows together as if thou then hadst shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. If thou dost love me, show me thy thoughts.
My lord, you know I love you.
I think thou dost. And for I know thou art full of love and honesty, and waste thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore, these stops of thine fright me the more. For such things in a false, disloyal knave are tricks of custom, but in a man that's just, they're close denotements, working from the heart that passion cannot rule.
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn, I think that he is honest.
I think so, too.
Men should be that they seem. Or if they be not, would they might seem none.
Certain men should be what they seem.
Why, then, I think Cassio is an honest man.
Nay! Yet there's more in this. I pray thee, speak to me as to thy thinkings, as thou dost ruminate, and give thy worst of thoughts the worst of words.
Good my lord, pardon me. Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. But to my thoughts, why, I say they are vile and false. As whereas that Paris wherein two foul things sometimes intrude not.
Thou dost conspire against thy friend Iago if thou but thinkst him wronged and makest his ear a stranger to thy thought.
I do beseech you. Though I perchance am vicious in my guess, as I confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and oft my jealousy shapes faults that honor. I entreat you then, from what the so imperfectly conjects, you'll take no notice, nor build yourself a trouble out of my scattering and unsure observance. It were not for your quiet, nor your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, or wisdom to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name, in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of our souls. Who steals my purse steals trash. 'Tis something nothing, 'twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thought.
You cannot if my heart were in your hand, or shall not whilst 'tis in my custody. Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock that meat it feeds on. That cuckoo lives in bliss, who, certain of his fate, loves not his wronger. But oh, what damned minutes tells he all who dotes, yet doubts, suspects, yet strongly loves.
Misery?
Poor and content is rich, and rich enough, but rich is fineless. Is as poor as winter to him that ever fears he shall be poor. Good God, the souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy.
Why is this? Thinkst thou I'd lead a life of jealousy to follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No. To be once in doubt is once to be resolved. I Exchange me for a goat when I shall turn the business of my soul to such exsuffligate and blown surmise matching thy inference? It's not to make me jealous to say my wife is fair, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor from my own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her devote, for she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. And when I doubt, prove. And on the proof, there is no more but this. Away at once with love or jealousy.
I am glad of it. For now I shall have reason to show the love and duty that I bear you with franker spirit. Therefore, as I am bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. Were your eye thus not jealous nor secure, I would not have your free and noble nature out of self-bounty be abused. Look to it, I know our country disposition well. In Venice they do let God see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but to keep it unknown.
Dost thou say so?
She did deceive her father marrying you, and when she seemed to shake and fear your look, she loved them most.
And so she...
But no, too, that she that so young could give out such a seeming to seal her father's eyes up close as oak. He thought 'twas witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I humbly do beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you.
I'm bound to thee forever.
I see this hath a little dashed your spirits.
Not a jot. Not a jot.
In faith, I fear it has. I hope you will consider what he spoke comes from my love. But I do see you are moved. I am to pray you not to strain my speech to grosser issues, nor to larger reach than to suspicion.
I will not.
Should you do so, my lord, my speech would fall into such vile success as my thoughts aim not at. Cassio is my trusty friend. My lord, I see you are moved.
No, not much moved. I do not think but Desdemona's honest.
Long live her so, and long live you to think so.
Yes. How nature, erring from itself.
Aye, there's the point. As to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree. What do we see in all things nature tends? Why, one may smell in such a will most rank, foul disproportion, thoughts unnatural. But pardon me, I do not in position distinctly speak of her, though I may fear her will, recalling to her better judgment, may fall to match you with her country forms and haply repent.
Yes, farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago.
My lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless sees and knows more, much more than he unfolds.
My noble lord, I would I might entreat your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. Though it befit that Cassio have his place, for sure he fills it up with great ability. Yet if you please to hold him off a while, you shall by that perceive him and his means. Note if your lady strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity. Much will be seen in that. And in the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears, as worthy cause I have to fear I am. And hold her free, I do beseech your honor. My lord, I once more take my leave.
This fellow's of exceeding honesty. and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, though that her jesses were my dear heartstrings, I'd whistle her off and let her down the wind to prey at fortune. Haply, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have. Or for I am declined into the vale of years, yet that's not much. She's gone. I am abused. And my relief must be to lose her. O curse of marriage, that we may call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites. I'd rather be a toad and live upon the paper in a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses. Yet 'tis the plague of great ones. Prerogatives are we, less than the base. 'Tis destiny, unsinnable like death. Even then, this forked plague is fated to us when we do quicken. Look where she comes. If she be false, oh, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear Othello? Your dinner and the generous islanders by you invited to attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead. Here?
Oh, faith, that's with watching. Oh. 'Twill away again. Let me but bind it hard. Within an hour it will be well.
Your napkin is too little. Let it alone. Come. And go in with you.
I'm very sorry that you are not well.
I'm glad I found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband had 100 times wooed me to steal it. But she so loves the token, for he conjured her she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore about her, to kiss and talk to. I'll have a copy made and give to Iago. What he'll do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing know. For his fantasy.
How now? Are you here alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
A thing for me? It is a common thing.
Huh?
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What would you give me now for that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona. That which so often you did bid me steal.
I stole it from her.
Faith, she let it drop by negligence. And to the advantage I've been there, took. Look, here it is.
Ah, good wench. Give it to me.
What will you do with it? That you have been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why? What's that to you?
Oh, it be not for some purpose and port. Give me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad if she do lack it.
Be not you known on it. I have a use for it. Oh, don't leave me. I would in Cassio's lodging lose this napkin and let him find it. Trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmation strongest proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their natures poisons, which at the first are scarce found to distaste, but with a little act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulphur. I say so. Look where he comes. Not poppy nor mandragora, nor all the drowsy syrups of the world shall ever medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou owest yesterday.
False to me. To me!
Now, General, no more of that.
Fount! Thou hast set me on the rack. I swear 'tis better to be much abused than but to know it a little.
No, my lord.
What sense had I of her stolen hours of lust? I saw it not, thought it not, it harmed not me. I slept the next night well, was free and merry. I found not Cassio's kisses on her lips. He that is robbed not wanting what is stolen, let him not know that he's not robbed at all. And being happy if the general camp, pioneers and all had tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known. Oh, now, forever farewell the tranquil mind. Farewell content. Farewell the plumed troops and the big wars that make ambition virtue. Oh, farewell. Farewell the neighing steed and the shrill trump, the spirit-stirring drum, the ear-piercing fife, the royal banner, and all quality, pride, pomp, and circumstance of glorious war. And oh, you mortal engines whose rude throats the immortal Jove's dread clamors counterfeit. Farewell, Othello's occupations. Done! Then be sure thou prove my love a whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hadst been better had been born a dog. I wait come to this. Make me to see it, for at least so prove it that the probation bear no hinge nor loop to hang it out upon, or woe upon my life. If thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head, horrors accumulate. Do deeds to make heaven weep, all earth amazed. For nothing canst thou to damnation add greater than that.
The rest! Oh, heaven defend me. Are you a man? Have you a soul or sense? God buy you take mine office. Oh, wretched fool that livest to make thine honesty a vice. Oh, monstrous world, take note, O world. To be direct and honest is not safe. I thank you for this profit. And from hence I love no friend, since love breeds such offense.
Stay thou shouldst be honest.
I shall be wise, for honest is a fool and loses that it works for.
By the word, I think my wife be honest and think she is not. I think thou art just and think thou art not. I'll have some proof. My name, which was as fresh as Dian's visage, is now begrimed and black as mine own face. If there be cords or knives, poison or fire, or suffocating streams, I'll not endure it. Would I satisfied?
I see, sir, you were eaten up with passion. I do repent me that I put it to you. You would be satisfied.
What may and well?
And may, but how? How satisfied, my lord? Would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on? Behold her tufts!
Damnation!
It were a tedious difficulty, I think, to bring them to that prospect. Damn them, then, if ever mortal eye should ever see them boast more than their own. What then, how then? What shall I say? Where is satisfaction? It is impossible you should see this worthy as prime as goats, as hot as monkeys, as salt as wolves in pride, and fools as gross as ignorance made drunk. Yet I say, if imputation and strong circumstance that lead directly to the door of truth will give you satisfaction, you may have it.
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I do not like the office. But since I am entered into the cause so far, pricked to it by foolish honesty and love, I will go on. I lay with Cassio lately, and being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are a kind of men so loose of soul that in their sleeps will mutter their affairs. One of this kind is Cassio. In sleep I heard him say, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary. Let us hide our loves." And then so would he grip and wring my hand, cry out, "Sweet creature," and then he kissed me hard, as if he plucked up kisses by the roots that grew upon my lips, then laid his leg o'er my thigh, and sighed and kissed, and then cried, "Cursed fate that gave thee to the Moor."
Monsters! Monsters!
Nay, this was but a dream.
But this denoted a foregone conclusion.
'Tis a shrewd doubt though it be but a dream, and this may help to thicken other proofs that do demonstrate thinly.
Tear her all to pieces!
Be wise, yet we see nothing done. She may be honest yet. Tell me one thing. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. It was my first gift.
I know not that, but such a handkerchief, I'm sure it was your wife's. Did I today see Cassio wipe his beard with? If it be better any that was hers, it speaks against her with the other proof.
That the slave had 40,000 lives. One is too poor, too weak for my revenge. Now do I see? 'Tis true. Look! Here, Iago! All my fond love, thus do I blow to heaven. 'Tis gone. Arise, black vengeance, from thy hollow cell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and haughty throne to tyrannous hate. Swell bosom with thy froth, for 'tis of aspect's tongue.
Pray, be content.
Now, blood! Blood! Blood!
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Iago! Like to the Pontic Sea, whose icy current and compulsive course ne'er feels retiring, yet but keeps due unto the Propontic and the Hellespont, even so my bloody thoughts with violent pace shall ne'er look back, ne'er ebb to humble love. Still, that are capable and wide revenge, swallow them up. Now, by yon marble heaven, in the due reverence of a sacred vow, I here engage my word.
Do not rise yet. Witness, you ever-burning lights above, you elements and clippers round about. Witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart, to round Othello's service. Let him command, and to obey shall be in me remorse, what bloody work soever.
I greet thy love, not with vain thanks, but with acceptance bounteous, and will upon the instant put thee to it. Within this 3 days, let me hear thee say that Cassio is not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done as you request. But let her live.
Damn her! Lewd minx! Oh, damn her! Damn her! Come, go with me apart. I will go furnish me with some swift means of death for the fair devil. Now, art thou my lieutenant?
I am your own. Forever.
Where should I lose that handkerchief, Emilia?
I know not, madam.
Believe me, I had rather lose my purse full of crusados. And but my noble Moor is true of mind and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are, 'twere enough to put him to ill thinking.
Oh, is he not jealous?
Who? He? Oh, I think the sun where he was born drew all such humours from him.
Look, where he comes.
I will not leave him now. Let Cassio be called to him. How is't with you, my lord?
Well, good my lady. Oh, hardness to dissemble. How do you, Desdemona?
Oh, well, my good lord.
Give me your hand. This hand is moist, my lady.
It yet hath felt no pain nor known no sorrow.
This argues fruitfulness and liberal heart. Hot. Hot. And moist. This hand of yours requires a sequester from liberty, fasting and prayer, much castigation, exercise devout. For there's a young and sweating devil here that commonly rebels. 'Tis a good hand. A frank one.
You may indeed say so, for 'twas that hand that gave away my heart.
Liberal hand. The hearts of old gave hands, but our new heraldry is hands, not hearts.
I cannot speak of this. Come, come. Your promise.
What promise, John?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I have salt and sullen rheum offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Oh, here, my good lord.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not?
No, indeed, my lord.
That's a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it, 'twould make her amiable and subdue my father entirely to her love. But if she lost it, or made a gift of it, my father's eye should hold her loathly, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She, dying, gave it me, and bade me, when my fate would have me wife, to give it her. I did so, and take heed on't. Make it a darling like your precious eye. To lose it or give it away was such perdition as nothing else could match.
It's possible.
'Tis true. There's magic in the web of it. The worms were hallowed that did breathe the silk, and it was dyed in mummy, which the skillful conserved of maidens' hearts.
Your faith is true.
Most veritable, therefore look to it well.
Oh, then would to God I had never seen it.
Wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rash?
It's lost, it's gone. Speak, is it out of the way?
Oh, heaven bless us.
Say you?
I say it is not lost, but what and if it were? I say it is not lost.
Fetch it, let me see it.
Why, so I can, sir, but I will not now. This is a trick to put me from my suit. I pray you let Cassio be received again.
Fetch me the handkerchief, my mind mischief.
I pray you, talk me of Cassio.
The handkerchief!
Come, come, you'll never meet a more sufficient man.
The handkerchief!
A man who all this time hath founded his good fortunes on your love, shared dangers with you. In truth, you are to blame.
Away!
Is not this man jealous?
I ne'er saw this before. Sure, there's some wonder in this handkerchief. I'm most unhappy at the loss of it.
There is no other way. 'Tis she must do it. Go and importune her.
How now, good Cassio, what's the news with you?
Madam, my former suit. I do beseech you that by your virtuous means I may again exist, and be a member of his love, whom I, with all the duty of my heart, entirely honor.
Alas, thrice gentle Cassio, my advocation is not now in tune. My lord is not my lord, nor should I know him were he in favor as in humor altered.
Is my lord angry?
He went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
Can he be angry? I have seen the cannon when it hath blown his ranks into the air, and like the devil from his very arm puffed his own brother. And is he angry? Something a moment, then. I will go meet him. There is matter in it, indeed. If he be angry...
I prithee do so. Something sure of state, either from Venice or some unhatched practice made demonstrable here in Cyprus to him hath puddled his clear spirit. And in such cases, men's natures wrangle with inferior things, though great ones are their object. 'Tis even so. For let our finger ache, and it indues our other healthful members even to a sense of pain. Nay, we must think men are not gods, nor of them look for such observances as fits the bridal. Beshrew me much, Emilia. I was, unhandsome warrior as I am, arraigning his unkindness with my soul. But now I find I had suborned the witness, and he's indicted falsely.
Pray heaven it be state matters as you think, and no conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Alas, the day I never gave him cause.
But jealous souls will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for they are jealous. 'Tis a monster, begot upon itself, born on itself.
Heaven keep that monster from Othello's mind.
Lady, amen.
I will go seek him. Cassio, walk hereabout. If I do find him fit, I'll move your suit and seek to effect it to its uttermost.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Emilia, come. Save you, friend Cassio.
What makes you from home?
How is it with you, my most fair Bianca? In faith, sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was going to your lodging, Cassio. What? Keep a week away, 7 days and nights, 8 for 8 hours. And lovers' absent hours more tedious than the dial, 8 score times. Oh, weary reckoning.
Pardon me, Bianca. I have this while with leaden thoughts been pressed. But I shall in a more convenient time strike off this score of absence. Ah, sweet Bianca. Make me this work out.
Cassio, whence came this?
I know not, sweet. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well. Ere it be demanded, as like enough it will, I'd have it copied. Now take it to it and leave me for this time, for I attend here.
Well, you think so?
Think so, Iago.
What, to kiss in private?
An unauthorized kiss.
Or to be naked with her friend abed an hour or more, not meaning any harm?
Naked abed, Iago, and not mean harm. It is hypocrisy against the devil. They that mean virtuously and yet do so, the devil their virtue tempts, and they tempt heaven.
So, they do nothing. 'Twould have been your slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief...
What then?
Why, then 'tis hers, my lord. Being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. May she give that?
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. They have it very oft that have it not, but for the handkerchief...
Oh, by heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou saidst, oh, it comes o'er my memory as doth the raven o'er the infected house, boding to all. He had my handkerchief.
Aye. What of that?
That's not so good now.
What if I had said I had seen him do you wrong? Or heard him say?
Had he said anything?
He hath, my lord. I be well assured, no more than he'll unswear.
What did he say?
Faith, that he did. I know not what he did.
What? What?
Lie.
With her?
With her. On her. What you will.
Lie. With her. Lie on her. We say, lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. Oh, that's fulsome. Handkerchief. Confession. Handkerchief. To confess and be hanged for his labor. First to be hanged and then to confess. Ah! Oh, I tremble at it. Nature would not invest herself with such shadowing passion without some instruction. It is not words that shakes me thus. Noses, ears, lips. Confess. Handkerchief.
Work on my medicine. Work. Hello, my lord. My lord, I say. Othello. Hello, Cassio.
What's the matter?
My lord has fallen into an epilepsy. This is his second fit. He had one yesterday.
Rub him about the temple.
No, forbear. The lethargy must have its quiet course. If not, he foams at mouth. And by and by breaks out to savage madness. Look, he stirs. Do you withdraw yourself a little while? He will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. Oh, now, General, have you not hurt your head?
thou mock me?
I mock you, no, by heaven. Would you would bear your fortunes like a man?
A horned man's a monster and a beast.
There's many a beast then in a populous city and many a civil monster.
Did he confess?
Good sir, be a man. Think every bearded fellow that's but yoked may draw with you. There's a millions now alive that nightly lie in those unproper beds which they dare swear peculiar. Your case is better. Oh, 'tis a spite of hell, the fiend's arch mock to lip a wanton in a secure couch and to suppose her chaste. No, let me know. And knowing what I am, I know what she shall be.
Ooh, thou art wise, 'tis certain.
Stand you a while apart. Confine yourself, but in a patient list. Whilst you are here, o'erwhelmed with your grief, a passion most unsuiting such a man, Cassio came hither. I shifted him away, and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy, bade him anon return, and here speak with me, the which he promised. But encave for yourself, and note the jibes, the jeers, and notable scorns that dwell in every region of his face, for I will make him tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when he has, and is again to cope your wife. I say, but mark his just... I should say all in all his spleen, and nothing of a man.
Dost thou hear, Iago? I will be found most cunning in my patience. But dost thou hear? Most blood.
That's not amiss. But yet keep time in all. Oh, will you withdraw? Now will I question Cassio of Bianca, a hussif that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio, as 'tis the strumpet's plague to beguile many and be beguiled by one. He, when he hears of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. But here he comes, as he shall smile, Othello shall go mad.
How do you now, Lieutenant? On the worse side that you give me the addition whose want even kills me.
By Desdemona, well, and you're sure of it. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speak?
Alas, poor caitiff.
I never knew a woman love man so.
Alas, poor rogue, I think of faith she loves me.
Do you hear, Cassio? She gives it out that you shall marry her. Do you intend it?
I marry her. Now, this is the monkey's own giving out. She's persuaded that I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise. She was here even now. She haunts me in every place. I was the other day talking on the sea bank with certain Venetians, and thither comes this bauble. By this hand, she falls thus about my neck. So hangs and lolls and weeps upon me, also pulls and hails me.
Now he tells her she plucked him to my chamber. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not the dog I shall throw it to.
Well, I must leave her company.
For me. Look where she comes.
Tis such another fit you marry a perfumed one. Now, what do you mean by this haunting of me?
What did you mean by this same handkerchief you gave me even now? Oh, I was a fine fool to take it. I must take out the work on it. A likely piece of work that you should find it in your chamber and not know who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work on it. There, give it your hobby horse.
May heaven, that should be my handkerchief.
Wheresoe'er you have it, I'll take out no work on it.
How now, my sweet Bianca? How now?
And you'll come to supper tonight? You shall. And you will not come on your necks prepared for...
After her, after her.
Sure, faith, I must. She'll rail in the street.
Will you stop there?
Faith, I intend, sir.
Well, I may chance to see you, for I will very fain speak with you.
Oh, prithee, come.
Go to, say no more.
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
Iago.
And did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours, by this hand. And to see how he prizes a foolish woman, your wife. She gave it him, and he hath given it his whore.
Would have him 9 years a killing. Fine woman. fair woman, and sweet woman.
Hey, you must forget that.
Let the rotten perishing begin tonight, for she shall not live. No, my heart is turned to stone. I strike it, and it hurts my hand. Oh, the world hath not a sweeter creature. She might lie by an emperor's side and command him to.
Nay, that's not your way.
And her I do but say what she is. So delicate with her needle, an admirable musician. Ooh, she will sing the savageness out of a bear, of so high, plenteous wit and invention.
She's the worst for all this.
1,000 times, and then of so gentle a condition.
Aye, too gentle.
That's certain, but yet, the pity of it, Iago. Oh, Iago, the pity of it, Iago.
If you be so fond over her iniquity, give her patent to offend. But if it touches not you, it comes near nobody.
Chop her into messes! Tussle me with mine officer! Get me some poison, Iago. This night I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago.
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed, even the bed she hath contaminated.
Good. Good. The justice of it pleases. Very good.
For Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Excellent. What trumpet is this thing?
Something from Venice, sure.
'Tis Lodovico, come from the Duke.
See, your wife is with him.
God save the worthy general.
With all my heart.
The Duke and Senators of Venice greet you.
Kiss the instrument of their pleasure.
How now, good cousin Lodovico, what's the news with you?
I'm very pleased to see you, Signor. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Live, sir.
Cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach, but you shall make all well.
Are you sure of that?
My lord?
It's fail you not to do.
He did not call. He's busy in the paper. Is there division between thy lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear to Cassio.
I pray so.
My lord.
Are you wise?
But is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him, for as I think they do command him home, deputing Cassio in his government.
By my troth, I'm glad on't.
Indeed?
My lord.
I'm glad to see you. Mad?
Why, sweeter the color? I have not deserved this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends. She weeps.
Devil! Devil! If that the earth could teem with women's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady. I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress?
My lord.
What would you with her, sir?
Who, I, my lord?
Aye, sir. You did wish that I should make her turn. Sir, she can turn, and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep, sir, weep. And she's obedient, as you say, obedient, very obedient. Proceed you in your tears. Concerning this well-painted passion, I am commanded to get you away. I'll send for you anon. Sir, I obey the mandate and will return again to Venice. Handsome! Cassio shall have my place. And, sir, I do beseech tonight that we may sup together. Oh, you are welcome, sir, to Cyprus.
Goats!
Is this the noble Moor whom our full senate call all in all sufficient? This the noble nature whom passion could not shake? Whose solid virtue the shot of accident nor dart of chance could neither graze nor pierce?
He is much changed.
Are his wits safe?
Is he not light of brain?
He's that he is. I may not breathe my censure what he might be.
What, strike his wife?
Faith, that was not so well. Yet would I knew that stroke would prove the worst.
Is it his use, or did the letters work upon his blood, and did you create this fault?
Alas, alas, it is not honesty of me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe him, and his own course he shall denote him, so that I may save my speech.
I am sorry that I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing, then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes! You have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm, and then I heard each syllable their breath made up between them.
What? Did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never!
To fetch her fan, her gloves, her mask, nor nothing?
Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest. Lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove the thought, it doth abuse your bosom. If any wretch hath put this in your head, let heaven requite it with a serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy.
Better come hither, go. She says enough. Yet she's a simple bawd that cannot say as much. This is a subtle whore, a closet lock and key of villainous secrets. Yet she'll kneel and pray. I've seen her do it.
My lord, what is your will?
Preacher, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Look in my face.
What horrible
Some of
fancy.
your function, mistress. Leave procreants alone and shut the door. Cough or cry him if anybody come. Your mystery, no dispatch.
Upon my knees, what doth your speech import? I understand a fury in your words, but not the words.
Why? What art thou?
Your wife, my lord, your true and loyal wife.
Come, spirit! Damn myself! Lest being like one of heaven, the devils themselves should fear to seize thee, therefore be double damned. Swear that thou art
Oh,
honest.
heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows that thou art false as hell.
Oh, my lord, with whom? How am I false? Alas, the heavy day. Why do you weep? Am I the occasion of these tears, my lord?
Had it pleased heaven to try me with afflictions, had they rained all kinds of sores and shames on my bare head, steeped me in poverty to the very lips, given to captivity me and my utmost hopes, I should have found in some part of my soul a drop of patience. But, alas, to make me a fixed figure for the time of scorn, to point his slow, unmoving finger at, yet I could bear that too well, very well. But there where I have garnered up my heart, where either I must live or bear no life, the fountain from the which my current runs or else dries up, to be discarded thence, or keep it as a cistern for foul toads to knock and gender in. Turn thy complexion there, patience, thou young and rose-lipped genuine, aye, there, look grim as hell.
My noble lord esteems me honest.
Oh, aye, as summer flies are in the shambles that quicken even with blowing.
weed, thou art so lovely fair, and smell'st so sweet that the sense aches at thee. Would thou hadst ne'er been born!
Oh, alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
What's this spare paper? This most goodly book made to write whore upon? What committed? Grant a public commoner, I should make very forges of my cheeks that would to cinders burn up modesty did I but speak thy deeds. What committed? Heaven stops the nose at it, and the moon winks. The wind, the bawdy wind that kisses all it meets, is hushed within the hollow mine of earth, and will not hear it. What committed? Impudent strumpets!
By heaven, you do me wrong.
What, you're not a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian. If to preserve this vessel from any foul, unlawful touch be not to be a strumpet, I am none.
Not a whore.
No, as I shall be saved.
Is it possible?
Oh, heaven bless us.
I cry you mercy then.
I took you for that cunning whore of Venice that married with Othello. You mistress that had the office opposite to St. Peter and keep the gates of hell. You. We've done our course. Here's money for your pains. I pray you, turn the key and keep our counsel.
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, my sweet lady?
Faith half asleep.
Good madam, what's the matter with my lord?
With who?
With my lord, madam.
Who is thy lord?
Why, he that is yours, sweet lady.
I have none, but do not talk to me, Amelia. I cannot weep, nor answer have I none but what should go by water. Prithee, tonight lay on my bed our wedding sheets. Remember, and call thy husband hither.
Here is a change, indeed.
'Tis meet I should be used so. Very meet. How have I been behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse?
What is your pleasure, madam? How is't with you?
I cannot tell. Those that do teach young babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. He might have chid me so, for in good faith I am a child at chiding.
What's the matter, lady?
Alas, Iago, my lord has so abhorred her, thrown such despite and heavy terms upon her as true hearts cannot bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she says my lord did say I was.
He called her whore. A beggar and his drink could not have laid such terms upon his cabinet.
Why did he, sir?
I do not know. I am sure I have none, sir.
Oh, do not weep, do not weep. Alas, the death.
She forsook so many noble matches. Her father, her country, and her friends to be called whore. Would it not make one me?
It is my wretched fortune.
Oh, beshrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
Heaven does know.
Now the hand of some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some cogging, cozening slave to get some office does not divide the slander. Ah, the hanged.
Why, there is no such man. It is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
Oh, Halter pardon him and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What place, what time, what form, what likelihood? The Moor's abused by some outrageous knave, some base, notorious knave. Some scurvy fellow.
Speak within doors.
Oh, fire upon him. Some such squire he was that turned your wit the seamy side without a made you to suspect me with the Moor.
Oh, good Iago, what can I do to win my lord again? Good friend, go to him. For by this light of heaven I know not how I lost him. Here I kneel. If e'er my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse or thought or actual deed, or that mine eyes, mine ears, or any sense delighted them in any other form, or that I do not yet and ever did and ever will, though he do shake me off to beggarly divorcement, love him dearly. Comfort forswear me. Unkindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never taint my love. I cannot say, or it doth abhor me now I speak the word, to do the act that might the addition earn what the world's mass of vanity could make me.
I pray you be content. 'Tis but his humour. The business of the state does him offence, and he doth chide with you.
If 'twere no other.
'Tis but so, I warrant you. Hark, how these instruments summon you to supper. The great messengers of Venice stay the meat. Go in and weep not, all things shall be well. Ah, no, Roderigo.
I do not find that thou dealst justly with me.
What? In the contrary.
Every day thou doffst me with some new device, Iago. And rather, as it seems to me, keeps from me all conveniency than supplies me with the least advantage of hope.
You charge me most unjust.
With naught but truth. I have wasted myself out of means. The jewels you have had from me to deliver to Desdemona would half have corrupted a votarist. You have told me she hath received them and returned me expectation and comforts of sudden respect and acquaintance, but I find none.
Very well, go to, very well.
Very well, go to? It is not very well, and I cannot go to. By this hand I say 'tis very scurvy, and I begin to find myself fopped in it.
Very well.
I tell you, it is not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. If she will return me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitation. If not, assure yourself I shall seek satisfaction of you.
You have said now?
Aye, and I have said nothing but what I protest intelment of doing.
Why, now I see there is metal in thee, and to build on thee an even better opinion than ever before. Give me thy hand. Roderigo, if thou hast that within thee, indeed, which I have greater reason to believe now than ever, I mean purpose, courage, valor, this night show it. If thou the next night following enjoyeth not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery and devise engines for my life.
Well, what is it? Is it within the bounds of reason and compass?
There is a special command come from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true? Why then Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice?
Oh, no. He goes into Mauritania and takes away with him the fair Desdemona. Unless his abode be lingered here by some accident wherein none could be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean? Removing of him?
By making him incapable of Othello's place. Knocking out his brains.
And that you would have me do?
Aye, and if you dare, do yourself a profit and a right. He sups tonight with a harlot. Thither will I go to him. If you will watch his going thence, which I shall fashion to fall between 12 and 1, you may take him at your pleasure. I shall be near to second your attempt, and he shall fall between us. Come, stand not amazed at it, but go along with me. I will show you such a necessity in his death, you shall feel bound to put it on him. 'Tis now high supper time, the night grows to waste. About it.
I will hear further reasons for this.
And you shall be satisfied.
I do beseech you, sir, trouble yourself no further.
Oh, pardon me. 'Twill do me good to walk.
Madam, good night. I humbly thank your ladyship.
Your honor is most welcome.
Will you walk, sir? Desdemona.
My lord.
Get thee to bed on the instant. I will be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant there. Look it be done.
I will, my lord.
How goes it now, madam? He looks gentler than he did.
He says he will return incontinent. He hath commanded me to go to bed, and bade me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It was his bidding. Therefore, good Amelia, fetch me my nightly wearing and adieu. We must not now displease him.
I would that you had never seen him.
Oh, so would not I. My love doth so approve him, that even his stubbornness, his checks and frowns, prithee unpin me, have grace and favor in them.
I've laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
All's well. Good faith, how foolish are our minds. If I do die before thee, prithee shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Oh, come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbara. She was in love. And he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of willow. Oh, an old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune. And she died singing it. That song tonight will not go from my mind. I have much to do but go hang my head all on one side and sing it like poor Barbara. Prithee dispatch.
Shall I go fetch your nightgown?
Oh, no. Unpin me here. This Lodovico is a proper man.
A very handsome man.
He speaks well.
I know a lady in Venice who'd walk barefoot to Palestine for a touch of his nether lip.
Oh, poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree. Sing all a green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. The fresh streams ran by her and murmured her moans. Sing all a green willow, her salt tears fell from her, which softened the stone. Lay by thee. Prithee hie thee, he'll come anon. Let nobody blame him. His scorn I approve. Nay, that's not next. Hark. Who is that knocks?
No, it is the wind.
I called my love false love. And what said he then? Sing all a green willow. If I court more women, you'll couch with more men. So, get thee gone. Mine eyes do itch. Doth that bode weeping?
It's neither here nor there.
Oh, I've heard it said so. Oh, these men. These men.
Here, stand behind this bulk. Straight will he come. Wear thy good rapier bare and put it home.
Be near at hand. My name is Cassio.
Near at thy hand. Be bold. Take thy sword. I have rubbed this young quat almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now, whether he kill Cassio, or Cassio him, or each to kill the other, every way makes my gain. Live Roderigo. He calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels that I bobbed from him as gifts to Desdemona. It must not be. If Cassio do remain, he has a daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly. And besides, the Moor may unfold me to him. There stand I in peril. No. He must die. Be it so. I hear it coming.
Thou treacherous can be my enemy indeed, but that my coat is better than thou thinkst. I will make proof of thine.
I'm scared.
No watch. No passage.
Whose noise is this? A cry of murder! Here, for heaven's sake, help me! What is the matter? What are you here that cry so grievously?
Iago, I am undone, spoiled by villains.
Oh, me, Lieutenant, what villains have done this?
I think that one of them is hereabouts. He cannot make away.
Help!
Stay here.
That's one of them.
Murderous slave. Villain. Kill men in the neck. What be that bloody thieves? Murder! Murder! Who may you be? Are you or good or evil?
As you shall prove us, praise us.
Signor Lodovico.
He, sir.
I cry you mercy. Here's Cassio, hurt by villains.
Cassio?
I was a brother. My leg is cut in two. Oh, Mary, heaven forbid. Light, gentlemen.
Who is the cry?
Who is the cry?
Oh, my dear Cassio. Oh, my sweet Cassio.
Oh, note about strumpets. Cassio, may you suspect who they should be that thus have mangled you?
No. I am sorry to find you thus. I have been to seek you.
Alas, he faints. Oh, Cassio.
Gentlemen, all I do suspect this trash to be a party in this. Patience a while, good Cassio. Come, lend me a light. No, with this face on now. Alas, my friend and my dear countryman, Roderigo. Oh, heaven, Roderigo.
What, of Venice?
Even he, sir. Did you know him?
Know him? Aye.
Sida Graziano. I cry you, gentle pardon, these bloody accidents must excuse my manners for so neglecting you. How is it, Cassio? Some good man. Bear him carefully from hence. I'll fetch the general surgeon. Are you, mistress? Have you your neighbor? He that lies slain here, Cassio, was my dear friend. What malice was between you?
None in the world. Nor do I know the man.
Oh, look, you pale. Oh, bear him within doors. Look, you pale, mistress. Behold her well, I pray you. Do you see, gentlemen? Nay, guiltiness will speak, though tongues were out of use.
Lass, what's the matter? What's the matter, husband?
Cassio has here been settled in the dark by Roderigo and fellows that escaped. He's almost slain, and Roderigo dead.
Oh, alas, good gentleman. Alas, good Cassio.
This is a fruit of whoring. Pray, Emilia, go know of Cassio where he supped tonight. What? Do you shake at that?
He supped at my house, but I therefore shake not.
Oh, did he? So I charge you, go with us. Kind gentlemen, let's go see poor Cassio dressed. Emilia, run you to the citadel. Tell my lord and lady what hath happened. Will you go on, I pray? This is the night that either makes me or fordoes me quite.
It is the cause. It is the cause, my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow, and smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, else she'll betray more men. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me. But once put out thy light, thou cunningst pattern of excelling nature, I know not where is that Promethean heat that can thy light relume. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It needs must wither. I'll smell it on the tree. O balmy breath, that dost almost persuade justice to break her sword. Once more, Be thus when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. Once more. And this the last. So sweet, was ne'er so fatal. I must weep, but they are cruel tears. This sorrow's heavenly, it strikes where it doth love. Joy.
Who's there? Oh, Othello.
Aye, Desdemona.
Will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
Aye, my good lord.
If you bethink yourself of any crime, unreconciled as yet to heaven and grace, solicit for it straight.
Alas, my lord, what may you mean?
Well, do it and be brief. I will walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared spirit, no. Heaven forfend, I would not kill thy soul.
Talk you of killing?
Aye, I do.
Then heaven have mercy on me.
Amen with all my heart.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me. And yet I fear you. Why I should fear, I know not, since guiltiness I know not, and yet I fear.
Think on thy sins.
But they are loves I bear to you.
And for that thou diest.
That death's unnatural that kills for love.
Peace and be still!
What's the matter?
That handkerchief which I so loved and gave thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
Oh, by my life and soul, send for the man and ask him.
Sweet soul, take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
But not yet to die.
Yes, presently. Therefore, confess thee freely of thy sin. For to deny each article with oath cannot remove nor choke the strong conception that I do groan withal. Thou art to die.
Lord, have mercy on me.
I say amen.
And have you mercy too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio, but with such general warranty of heaven as I might love, I never gave him token.
By heaven, I saw my handkerchief in his hand. Oh, perjured woman, thou dost stone my heart, and makes me call what I intend to do a murder which I thought a sacrifice. I saw the handkerchief.
He found it, then I never gave it him. Send for him hither, let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed.
What, my lord?
That he hath used thee.
How? Unlawfully? He will not say so.
No. His mouth is stopped. Honest Iago hath ta'en order for it.
Oh, my fear interprets. What is he dead?
And all his hairs been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
Oh, alas, he is betrayed and I undone.
Now, strumpet, weepst thou for him to my face?
Oh, banish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, strumpet!
Kill me tomorrow, let me...
Hey, and you strive!
But half an hour!
It is done, there is no pause!
Say one prayer!
It is too late!
No! Oh!
What voice is this? Not dead.
No.
Not yet. Quite dead. Either I'm cruel and yet merciful. I would not have thee linger in thy pain. So.
What ho, my lord, my lord!
So. Who's that?
Oh, good my lord, I speak with you.
Yes, 'tis Amelia. Bye-bye! She's dead. 'Tis like she comes to speak of Cassio's death. The noise was high. No more moving, still as the grave. Shall she come in, wet good? I think she stirs again. No. What's best to do? If she come in, she'll sure speak to my wife. My wife. My wife. What wife? I have no wife. insupportable. Oh, every hour. Methinks it should be now a huge eclipse of sun and moon, and that the affrighted globe did yawn at alteration.
I do beseech you that I may speak with you, but not...
I have forgot thee. Oh, come in, Emilia.
Oh, but my lord, yonder's foul murder done.
Now.
But now, my lord.
It is the very error of the moon. She comes more near the earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Cassio, my lord, has killed a young Venetian called Roderigo.
Roderigo killed and Cassio killed.
No, Cassio's not killed.
Not Cassio killed, then murder's out of tune, and sweet revenge grows harsh.
Falsely murdered.
Lord, what cry was that? That is my lady's voice. Ah! Help! Help! Oh, lady. Lady, speak again. Sweet Desdemona. Oh, sweet lady, speak.
The guilt is death. I die.
But who has done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Commend me to my kind lord.
Why? How should she be murdered?
Who knows?
You heard her say herself it was not I.
She said so. I must needs report a truth. Oh.
She's like a liar gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her.
Oh, the more angel she, and you the blacker devil.
She turned to folly, and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil.
She was false as water.
Thou art righteous father to say that she was false, though she was heavenly true.
Cassio did top her, ask thy husband else. Oh, I were damned beneath all depth in hell, but that I did proceed upon just grounds to this extremity. Thy husband knew it all.
My husband?
Thy husband.
She was false to wedlock?
Aye, with Cassio. Nay. Had she been true, if heaven would make me such another world of one entire and perfect chrysolite, I'd not have sold her for it.
My husband.
Aye, 'twas he that told me first. An honest man he is and hates the slime that sticks on filthy deeds.
My husband.
What needs this iteration, woman? I say thine husband dost understand the word. My friend, thy husband, honest Iago.
Ye say so. May his pernicious soul rot half a grain a day. He lies to the heart. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain. Do thy worst. This deed of thine is no more worthy heaven than thou wast worthy her.
Peace you were best.
Thou hast not half the power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. Oh, gull, oh, don't, as ignorant as dirt. Thou hast done a deed I care not for thy sword. I'd have thee know, though I lost 20 lives. Help! Help! The Moorish kills my mistress! Murder! Murder!
What is the matter? Now, General.
Oh, are you come, Iago? You have done well that men must lay their murders on your neck.
What is the matter?
Disprove this villain if thou beest a man. He says thou told him that his wife was false. Oh, I know thou didst not. Thou art not such a villain. Speak, my heart is full.
I told him what I thought, and told no more than what he found himself was apt and true.
But did you tell him she was false?
I did.
You told a lie. An odious, damned lie. Upon my soul, a wicked, wicked lie. She false with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress. Go to, charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies murdered on her bed, and your report has set the murder on.
Is there not master?
Villainy, villainy,
villainy.
It's strange truth. I think upon it. I think. I smell it. Oh, villainy. I thought so then. I'll kill myself for grief.
What are you mad? That child shall get you home.
Gentlemen, give me leave to speak. 'Tis proper I obey him, but not now. Perchance, Iago, I will ne'er go home. Lay thee down and roar. Thou hast killed the sweetest innocent. The tear did lift up eye.
Oh, she was foul! I scarce did know you, uncle. Here lies your niece, whose breath indeed these hands have newly stopped.
Poor Desdemona. I'm glad thy father's dead. Did he live now, this sight would make him do a desperate turn. Yea, curse his better angel from his side and fall to reprobation.
'Tis pitiful, but yet Iago knows that she with Cassio hath the act of shame 1,000 times committed. Cassio confessed it, and she did gratify his amorous works with that recognizance and pledge of love which I first gave her. I saw it in his hand. It was a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother.
Oh, God. Oh, heavenly God.
Soldier, please.
Twill out. I hold my peace, sir. No, I'll be in speaking liberal as the air. Let heaven and men and devils, let them all fly shame against me. Yet I'll speak.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not. Fall upon a woman. Moor, that handkerchief thou speakst on, I found my fortune and did give my husband. For often with a solemn earnestness, more than indeed belonged to such a trifle, he begged of me to steal it.
Eleanor, whore!
He gave it Cassio. No, alas, I found it and did give my...
Thou liest!
By heaven, I do not, gentlemen! Oh, murderous coxcomb. What should such a fool do with so good a woman?
Are there no stones in heaven but what serve for the thunder? Precious villain!
The woman falls. Sure he hath killed his wife.
Let me by my mistress' side.
Come. Guard the door without. Let him not pass, but kill him round. I'll answer that same villain, for 'tis a damned slave.
What did thy song bode, lady? Hark, canst thou hear me? Play the swan and die in music. Willow, willow, willow. Moor, she was chaste. She loved thee, cruel Moor. So come my soul to bliss, as I speak true. So speaking as I think, I die. I die.
I am not valiant neither, but every puny whipster gets my sword. But why should honor outlive honesty? Let it go. I have another weapon in this chamber. It is a sword of Spain, the ice-brook's temper. Here it is. Lanto! I must come forward!
Thou attempt it, it will cost thee dear. Thou hast no weapon and perforce must suffer.
Look in upon me then and speak to me, or naked as I am, I will assault thee.
What's the matter?
Behold, I have a weapon. A better never did itself sustain upon a soldier's thigh. I've seen the day that with this little arm and this good sword I've made my way through more impediments than 20 times your stop.
Ah.
But oh, vain boast, who can control his fate? 'Tis not so now. Be not afraid, though you do see me weapon. Here is my journey's end. Here is my bat, and very sea mark of my utmost sail. Do you go back dismayed? 'Tis a lost fear. Man but a rash against Othello's breast, and he retires. Where should Othello go? Now. How dost thou look now? Ill-starred wench, pale as thy smock. When we shall meet at Compt, this look of thine will hurl my soul from heaven, and fiends will snatch at it. Cold, cold, my girl, even like thy chastity. Cursed, cursed slave! Whip me, ye devils, from the possession of this heavenly sight. Blow me about in winds. Roast me in sulphur. Wash me in steep down gulfs of liquid fire. Oh, Desdemona, dead! Desdemona, dead! Dead!
Where is this rash and most unfortunate man?
That's he that was Othello. Here I am.
Where is that viper? Bring the villain forth.
I looked down towards his feet, but that's a fable. If that thou beest a devil, I cannot kill thee.
I bleed, sir, but not kill.
I'm not sorry neither, and happy you live, for in my sense 'tis happiness to die.
O thou Othello, that wert once so good, fallen in the practice of a damned slave, what should be said to thee?
Why, anything. An honorable murderer, if you will, for naught did I in hate, but all in honor.
This wretch hath part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
Dear General, I did never give you cause.
I do believe it, and I ask your pardon. Will you, I pray, demand that demi-devil why he hath thus ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word.
What, not to pray?
Torments will ope thy lips.
Well, thou dost best. How came you, Cassio, by a handkerchief that was my wife?
I found it in my chamber, and he himself confessed it even now that there he dropped it for a special purpose which wrought to his desire.
You must forsake this room and go with us. Your power and your command is taken off, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. For this slave, if there be any cunning cruelty that can torment him much and hold him long, it shall be his. You shall close prison arrest, till that the nature of your fault be known to the Venetian state. Come, bring him away.
Soft you! A word or two before you go. I have done the state some service, and they know it. No more of that. I pray you, in your letters, when you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of them as they are, nothing extenuate, nor set down aught in malice. Then must you speak of one that loved not wisely, but too well, of one not easily jealous, but being wrought, perplexed in the extreme, of one whose hand, like the base Indian, threw a pearl away, richer than all his tribe,
of one whose subdued eyes, albeit unused to the melting mood, drop tears as fast as the Arabian trees their medicinal gum. Said you done this, and say, besides, that in Aleppo once, where a malignant and a turbaned Turk beat a Venetian and traduced the state, I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him thus. Kissed thee, and I killed thee. No way but this, killing myself to die. Upon king.
This did I fear, but thought he had no weapon. For he was great of heart.
Oh, Spartan dog, more fell than anguish, hunger, or the sea. Look on the tragic loading of this bed. This is thy work. The object poisoned sight, let it be hid. Graziano, keep the house and seize upon the fortunes of the Moor, for they succeed to you. To you, Lord Governor, remains the censure of that hellish villain, the time, the place, the torture. Oh, enforce it. Myself will straight aboard, and to the state this heavy act, with heavy heart, relate.